Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Wednesday, August 16, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. New York Yankees vs Atlanta Braves. Go with the Atlanta Braves to dominate here and cover the run line. And here is why. The New York Yankees have been struggling at the plate this season as they are 21st in the majors with a .711 ops while scoring 4.32 runs per game up to this point. Their team has been struggling to get on base consistently if they want to turn things around as they are 25th in the sport with a .307 team OBP. Second baseman Gleyber Torres has been doing well at the plate as he has a .771 ops with 18 homers, 49 RBI, 65 runs scored, and 12 stolen bases on 17 attempts. Randy Vasquez has been trying to find his footing according to his baseball saving page as he has a 39.3 hard hit percentage right now. Vasquez has 5 different pitches with all of his pitches being thrown at least 9.6% of the time. He has never faced the Braves in his young career, so it will be an interesting test against arguably the best lineup in the sport. Since the All-Star break, these teams have been on 2 different levels offensively, as the Yankees are averaging 4.07 runs in their 28 games, while the Braves are scoring 6.76 runs in their 29 games in the second half of the season. When looking at the pitching splits, there is a difference as Randy Vasquez is 1-0 with a 4.91 ERA and a .214 batting average against on the road, while Charlie Morton is 5-5 with a 3.90 ERA and a .239 opposing batting average so far at Truist Park. For our total pick, take under 9.5 runs in this game as it seems to be the best option. And here is why. The Atlanta Braves have been an amazing offensive team at this point of the season as they are currently best in baseball with a .848 ops while scoring 5.89 runs per game thus far. They have been the best power hitting team by far as they lead the sport with 229 homers right now. Right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr. has been on fire as he has posted a .337, .423.572 line with 26 home runs, 71 RBI, 107 runs scored and 55 steals while being caught 9 times. These pitchers have been doing very well in their last few games as Randy Vasquez is 2-1 with a 1.89 ERA and a 1.05 whip in his 4 games, 3 starts, while Charlie Morton is 3-4 with a 4.03 ERA and a 1.50 whip in his previous 7 starts. These are the 2 best relief pitchers in the entire sport as the Yankees are leading baseball with a 3.25 reliever ERA, while the Braves are second in the majors with a 3.48 bullpen ERA right now. Los Angeles Angels vs Texas Rangers. Take Texas Rangers minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. Los Angeles declared it was going all in just prior to the deadline. They decided that they wouldn't trade Shohei Ohtani, and they went out and added several pieces, Mike Moustakas, CJ Cron, Lucas Giolito, Ronaldo Lopez, etc. However, as of August 1st, the Halos are just 3-10 and they've slid down the standings. Los Angeles is currently 59-61 and they're 12.5 games out of the division. They're also 7.5 games out of the wild card, which makes every game important down the stretch. This Wednesday night matchup holds significant intrigue and could be considered the premier clash in all of Major League Baseball. The Rangers enter the game as notable favorites with a money line of minus 162, but I have a strong belief that they will come out on top. To mitigate some of the risk, I'll opt for the run line and give up the 1.5 runs. There are numerous compelling factors that favor the Rangers in this scenario. Firstly, the Angels have been struggling lately, managing only a 3-10 record in the month of August. Additionally, their performance against the run line has been lackluster, with a 5-8 record over the same period. Secondly, Jon Gray's recent performance adds to the optimism. He delivered a commanding outing on Friday, holding the Giants scoreless for 7.0 innings. Lastly, the Rangers possess an impressive offense that has displayed remarkable power throughout the year. With Gray's impressive form and the Rangers' potent offense, I believe it's a calculated risk to back them on the run line while playing at home. For our total pick, go over 9. And here is why. While I'm high on Gray for this game, I still think Los Angeles may put up a few runs throughout the contest. The Angels have found some success against the right-hander as they're slashing .280, .349, .587 against him over 75 at-bats. If the Halos can notch 3 or more runs, I think we see this total go over quite easily. As I mentioned above, the Rangers' offense has been a wagon this season. Over the last 15 days, they're third overall in home runs, 23, and ops, .853, and they're hitting .272, which is fifth best in the MLB. There's really no stopping this Texas squad, so I'll ride with the over. Look for them to beat up the Los Angeles pitching staff and carry this game over the total. Chicago White Sox vs Chicago Cubs. Take the Cubs to win. And here is why. The Cubs, similarly to the White Sox, have yet to announce the starter for Wednesday's game. Marcus Stroman is expected to come off the injured list when first eligible on August 16, but it is uncertain if he will toe the rubber. Javier Assad pitched well last week and may be given another opportunity. He picked up the win last Friday, allowing 1 run on 4 hits and 1 walk over 7 innings in a 6-2 victory over the Blue Jays. He struck out 2 in his second straight strong appearance. The right-hander delivered his second big league quality start in the longest outing of his career, tossing 58 of 90 pitches for strikes according to Yahoo.com, as he pitched to contact after the Cubs gave him a 3-0 lead in the first inning. Assad could return to the bullpen if Marcus Stroman, hip, is able to come off the Illinois and rejoin the rotation when first eligible. Through 60.2 innings this season, Assad has a 3.12 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, and 45.26 kBB. Even if Stroman returns, Assad will return to the bullpen and remain a key contributor for the surging Cubs. The White Sox have yet to announce the starter for Game 2 of this series, but it is Mike Clevenger's turn in the rotation. The veteran hurler has pitched well since his return from the injured list, posting a 2.25 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, and 11.4 kBB over 16 innings covering 3 starts. On the season, he holds a strong 3.55 ERA and 1.30 WHIP. Clevenger has been one of the few bright spots in an otherwise disappointing season for the White Sox. They have been awful at the plate, holding the lowest OBP in MLB. The Cubs will go with Assad or Stroman in this game, and regardless of who starts, I like them to come out with another victory. The White Sox have lost 7 of 9 on the road and 4 of 5 overall. For our total pick, take over 9.5 runs. And here is why. The Cubs and Sox have played some high-scoring games over the last 2 seasons. Over their last 10 games, each club has averaged over 5 runs per game. Clevenger has been good, but the Sox as a team have been a disaster, especially in the bullpen. I expect the Cubs to do some work on him. The total number has gone over in 4 of Chicago's last 5 games facing National League foes. Javier Assad will take the mound, depending on whether Stroman is ready to come back from the Illinois. Regardless, this will be a high-scoring game with the Cubs coming out on top. They are in the midst of a hotly contested wild card chase, and the White Sox are merely playing the role of spoiler at this juncture of the year.